Yep, so the game has started, and let's look how the islands actually look. Well, kind of funny, so they are not really perpendicular, so they have a lot of room between them. And as for the civilizations, yeah, we have MCLs as Japanese Hans and Vikings, and yeah, it's a mirror. So BF are doing the same, Vikings, Japanese, and
Yes.
Hans.
So both went for Japanese instead of Mongols. So we might see a more fish intense game and no front docks. But yeah, we'll see. Japanese are also good for front docking because you have the cheaper lumber camps, which gives you a nice uptime, and your fishing boats endure a lot more arrow shoots because of their extra pierce armor and their extra HP. So they are also quite a good civ for front docking.
Yeah, and both teams actually have Japanese as a pocket, so that's basically as fair a map as it can be. And looking for some interesting stuff. In Blue's base, he has actually quite a lot of hunt around himself. He has one herd at the bottom, second at the right of him, and third at the top. He's having quite a lot of hunt if he actually needs this, which I don't really think so, because the fish seem to be kind of okay against around this island altogether. So he can't really place the bad dog, it seems.
Yeah,
Only
it's nice.
difference seems to be at the corners, that the corner between behind BF is kinda empty-ish as compared to MCLs.
Yeah, concerning the hunt, it's sure it's always nice to have it, but especially nice or especially important it is when you want to fast castle and when you want to land, because then you will need food eco on the land of your own, because you will lose the fishing ships, and then it's really nice to have hunt. To be honest, I think that the VF team might try to land with Lancelot, because I don't know him as a player that likes to grush. And he picked the Hans, which in my opinion is the civ that most likely would land from these three civs. So I'm guessing that Lancelot will fast castle and try to land.
Yeah, he kinda has a good position against the green, I think. He has a lot of room there that green shouldn't be really seen, depending where actually green puts his dock. If he goes for a defensive dock at the bottom, he will be teal. Lancelot will be having a free field at the top, basically, of his peninsula there. So that should be kinda okay. So it's really going to go down where the dock will be placed, and right now we see some flaring, so Magnata is signaling for some forward and always as well.
As soon as they want to front dock, which and even the red player is to front dock. That's definitely, I would say, a good decision from MCL, because it makes a sneaky landing through the middle really hard, or maybe even impossible. A thing we have to mention is that BF has really not such a nice island, I would say, especially if you look at Lancelot's spot. There, nearly all his woods can be hit from the water.
Yeah, that's true.
At least partially, and if he's the guy that will try to do the landing, this will even hurt even more. He has one or maybe 1.5 safe woods that can't be hit.
In the middle, Red Willy that was going for a dog was just caught by a wolf. So that's kind of bad news for him.
Yeah, but he's uphill, so he will be fine. I think the loom. He had two wolves there. That's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, two wolves. Yeah, there's another carcass there.
Oh, and there's a third wolf. Ooh, and he doesn't have the scout nearby.
And he's going for it.
He might lose the will, and that is devastating.
He's going for it. He's too close.
He will lose it. He will lose it. Oh my god.
Oh wow.
That is such a drawback for him.
Alright.
But it was a huge mistake. He had the scout close by. He needs to go with the scout there. Oh
well, that hurts.
Really a world of pain, because look how long he has to run. His dog was already pretty late. If you look at the other players who have like 2 fishing boats out, and his dog isn't even up. It was already really late, and now it's going to be so late.
Yeah, it seems like BFs are going for back dogs. Green, yellow, and how's it about blue? Blue is, also pretty much a back dog at the top. So they definitely don't want to do the same thing as MCL.
Yeah, and as you see, an interesting thing to notice is that Lancelot docked even behind Dunedain, so basically they
Yeah.
switched positions, and that definitely makes me think that Dunedain will do galleys, and Lancelot will go fast castle and try to land. Maybe he will even add a second dock in the front, to sneak a landing ship there. But yeah, let's see. I'm definitely saying that he will go FC.
Yeah,
And,
definitely looks like it, that he wants extra protection and that he
yeah, and
basically
Dunedain
gives up on the water.
Dunedain will do the grushing for him, so he can fish there in the back. Ah, he's even doing a second dock, even further in the back, so he will go for a heavy fish boom.
Yeah.
From 2 docks.
Alright, so red dock is finally being built by the second Willy. Right now, when people are actually advancing into feudal age, that's kinda late.
That's weird.
And what
Now
I've
let's
noticed
see.
in his base, actually, if you look a bit, what is it, southeast, a ton of hunt there.
Like 20 deers.
Yeah.
I should definitely go for them to get faster to Castle Age. Let's see if he will even be able to fast fuel. Because I should be okay. See if he has
Okay.
enough food. Oh, it will be really close. Ah, okay. He made it. He just made it. He had like 20 food left on the ship. I think he earlier lured one of those deers. Because without that deer, he wouldn't be able to make a fast fuel because he didn't have any income, any food income from the fishing spots for so long.
Alright, so everybody is right now preparing second docks. Always at the front as well. Well, everybody is going for a front dock. Red is actually right now building a third. So he kinda wants to catch up on everything, it seems. With the time lost. But at the back of the BF's island, yeah, we have those two Teals dock, and third from Yellow being built. So he'll definitely be thinking about defending as much as he can his teammate. Is there something going on in the front from Lancelot? So far it doesn't really seem so. So the landing is not that clear cut. Just going to switch into his point of view so that I could actually click in his docks and see what he's making. Just fishing ships still.
Yeah, he's still in Darkish. He still needs some time to be feudal and be able to make a landing ship. But yeah, let's see. Maybe he also tries to sneak it around at the back. But yeah, that might be hard. But I think BF is in a good spot because their fish is quite safe. Because Red will take forever till he can double someone. Because he just came now, fuel at like 11:30, 11:40. That's a really bad time for a fast fuel. Obviously, because his dog was so delayed. And yeah, from this point of view, it's quite fortunate for MCL that BF did back dogs. Because otherwise, he would instantly lose the Grush there.
Yeah, if they went for a Grush, it would really have been a GG, but they had absolutely zero way of knowing that was happening, so it's kinda luck for them. And we can see that Green is already scouting the enemy island with some of the galleys. He's having one in the middle, and most of his army is going from the bottom, so they will encounter Yellow there. It will be right now 3 versus 3.
J Squared was able to pick a fishing boat from always. It's always nice.
Yeah, and he's having a decent army actually. It seems like, well, right now it's just even with purple. So they should be pretty decent 1v1 between those two guys.
Yeah. Yeah, J Squared is really good water player.
Yeah, but it's going to change because right now Red is joining with him and it's going to be double on the Viking from BF, and that will mean that he will have to retreat to actually his docks.
He has plenty of space to retreat, and till he retreats till his docks, there will be he will have enough time to produce more galleys and have the upper hand against both.
Okay, so Lancelot is right now into feudal. Finally.
Let's see what he's doing.
So
I don't see a landing ship so far.
Yeah, also nothing.
He's doing a barracks at home.
A blacksmith market at home, so
why?
That's
Not
kinda
sure why he's
interesting.
doing the barracks now. If he wants to land, you would expect to
Make it at the other island already.
Yeah, it's fine to make it, because then when you land to the other island, you can immediately make a stable, because you need the barracks to make the stable. But I would expect that he first makes the landing ship, because right now he doesn't have the wood for a landing ship, and then makes the barrack. Maybe he wanted to make a stable at home already and realized that it will be the barracks will be up too late, so he went for market and blacksmith.
Well, at
Up
the
the
top,
castle now?
it seemed like MCLs weren't really coordinating all that well, because Red was heading ahead of his teammate Purple, which meant some free shots for Blue. And it seems like right now Blue is having pretty much same number as Purple, and Red is really making the difference there. And he's sending some extra ships, so he really should reconsider Blue what he's doing right now.
Ooh, yeah, he should definitely go back, but he's trying to get those deers there. And
Yeah, and
not
seen
a
it,
good
and that's
idea.
not a clever idea, exactly. Because he's going to get picked off as he can't really fight
That's
those two
not a
guys
good idea.
at the same time. At the bottom, it seems like Yellow was going for an attack, I saw on the minimap for a moment, but right now he's retreating to his base.
Yeah, and Teal is doing a front dog, as I earlier suggested, and he will make the transport ship from
right
it.
now he's building it, so that's it. And will actually someone notice? He might actually get lucky.
I think he will get lucky because Red is going to the other side, but I don't like this front dog at all because look at the position. It's so up to the front that if a galley passes by, it will always see it. He could have made it between both the yellow houses and would be perfectly safe.
Yeah, right now it seems like Green is having all his attention at the bottom in the fight with Yellow, so that's going for him. And Red is really interested in the top fight, killing all the hunt, as you can see. And right now Blue is having all kinds of troubles actually defending this.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's always easier to micro your galleys if you're like if one person's microing them, because the red and the purple army, they have more galleys than blue, but not so many more.
Oh, and see where he's landing. He's going right into Cove, right into actually Green Scout and into the docks. Oh my, well that's kind of not going to be a good landing.
No, but he has a pike with him, that's okay. And yeah, but Green immediately saw it and he's dropping a barracks of his own, but that won't be enough. Lancelot is dropping 2 stables, but he's too close to the shoreline, I feel.
Yeah, he's
hit
very close.
By galleys. He should get more inwards. Moving the wolves now, that's a good call. Yeah, the barrack won't be enough. To be honest, I think if he gets up the stables...
And it seems like Red is building a barracks as well, so he might be interested in some help together with Green. So it might not be just 1v1 with Green.
Yeah, but nobody of them is close to Castle Age, and if yeah, Lancelot is making 3rd stable, he's going full knights. Oh, this looks good for BF, really good to be honest.
Yeah, he just has to be careful about those galleys right now from Red.
He has +1/+1 on his stables, and he's instantly dropping a siege workshop.
Yeah.
And if he should send 1-2 knights to red, 1-2 knights to purple.
Well, right now he's actually trying to at least stop the green village from making the palisade, in which he succeeded, so that was kinda crucial for him. Because if he didn't, that would have been a problem.
He has to look that he doesn't waste too much HP on his knights, or that he even loses knights to TC fire. Because the palisade, once he has a mangonel or a ram, the palisade is no problem.
Yeah, but right now we can see that 2 MCLs are actually heading into Castle Age, and just one from BF, Dunedain. And, well...
Yeah, to be honest, Lancelot was quite slow to make this landing. Could be a lot faster if he would have had the dock in time.
Right now he's just keeping his army in his stables. Not really interested in unleashing any more of that, which means that those 3 knights are actually going to die to those 2 pikemen from green, if they actually catch them somewhere. And in Red's base you can see already, wow, 3 barracks, and it's already pumping enough pikes. So yeah,
and he's Japanese.
That's not really going to be nice.
They will defend the landing, but let's see what they do on water in the meantime.
Well, Yellow, Green is definitely losing on the water.
Yeah, Dunedain should now go aggressive, that's what I thought, because Green is being
Yeah,
being
Green moved
distracted at home.
somewhere else. He's moving into Red's base for some reason, chasing 2 yellow boats. So it seems like he's just not paying attention. That
Yeah, maybe
he's just looking at his base right now.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe he's just retreating his army so that
Yeah.
it doesn't get killed while he's microing his wills there against the knights. What I don't like from Lancelot is he should add archery range and do some cuff archers.
Yeah, most definitely, because
With
right now
Hans,
he's very
cuff archers
vulnerable
is
to
so
those
strong,
spikes.
and he has to expect some pikes. Also from the pocket, which is Japanese.
But still, he's doing a pretty decent job right there. He's dropping a town center right next to the stone, so he's going to steal that for a castle, I would guess.
Yeah, and just to have a safe place to retreat his wills.
Yeah, so that's a pretty decent job. How's it looking with Red? He's right now going to help his teammate with a decent army of pikes, and that should really help him enough, I think.
Yeah, let's see. The town center is up now. If he runs through TC, there might die quite a lot of those.
Yeah, because Lancelot is not really building anything else, so he just
Yeah,
relying on
Lancelot
knights.
should have gone for mangonels. He had 4 rams. If he would have had 4 mangonels instead of those rams, the TC would be already down.
Alright, so that's this landing, and at the water at the top, let's have a look, where blue is right now not fighting even battle to get with purple, because purple is already having war galleys. Just now.
Blue is doing a good job. He's going back. He saved his army for the time being. He should go back further. He can't win against those 2 armies. So
yeah, he really can't, but you can see that he's basically tripled a bit further at his docks.
Yeah.
You see a lot of green and red. Right now he just ejected all those remaining war galleys, which is not really going to be enough.
He really shouldn't fight this, I think. J squared will lose everything.
And well, in the middle, it means that Yellow has pretty much everything to himself, because all 3 guys from MCL are at the right. And this means that Red's Echo is being slaughtered. He basically lost all the fishing ships right now.
Kill the fishing ships now.
And in the base of Lancelot at MCL's island, he has built monastery, so he's interested in some conversion and healing of the knights, and scorpions are making an appearance, so that's a pretty good unit against all those infantry units.
Yeah, but I still would prefer mangonels to take down the tower and take down the TC. Which minute are you in, by the way?
I am at 26 right now.
Okay, so I'm falling back for some reason.
You are at which minute right now?
I was at 25, but I'll catch up,
Okay, and well, you might already see that Red is dropping a siege workshop right on Teal. And Teal is not aware, I think. Yeah, he's not. So it's just out of his line of sight, so he might be nastily surprised by some mangonels. So just switch into, what is it, Red's Wrath, his point of view. Yeah, just battering ram, so he is intending to actually kill the base. And with all those pikemen, well, he might just do it.
Yeah, depends. The Scorps are fine. He can put the Scorps on the hill. He has the TC there. It's really hard, I think. I also think that he should have gone for mangonels, to be honest.
You really like the mangonels, don't you?
Yeah, you can just hit the TC from the range, and you'll see that once the pikes are dead, the ram will go down. Okay, he
fight him with those knights there.
Oh, he shouldn't fight that.
Yeah.
Lancelot, go back with your knights. What are you doing?
Oh man, he just lost all of them.
Yeah, if he would have played it smart, I think he would have gone back with the knights behind the TC, focused the pikes with the TC and with the Scorps, and then he would be good.
Yeah, and now the tower is actually firing at the Scorpion there, so... But at the same time you can see that Red lost basically everything there to the TC fire, more or less.
The pikes died too fast to the TC. That's why I would like to see mangonels, because you can shoot the TC down from the range and have the pikes near the mangonels to prevent the knights from picking the mangonels.
Yeah, okay, so that's this, and looking back at the water for a moment at least, you can see that Yellow is doing pretty decent job actually stopping all of those guys. He's right now having army at the left and at the top at the same time, quite a huge one. So he's basically going through water.
He will trap all 3 enemy armies, and all by himself.
Yeah, Magnata is still in feudal age actually. So, and for a pretty long time right now.
Yeah, I think Dunedain will wipe out all 3 armies of the MCL team there, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see a GG after those fights. To be honest, if they lose all 3, and I think they will. I don't think they can go out there.
Yeah, green is basically without docks. Yeah, he's just building one at the back in the middle of the island because yellow has already destroyed it. So that's, yeah, green out of the water once he loses the army, which he will, because right now he's going to be caught from both sides. So that's going to be pretty
That's
decent
what I
slaughter.
said. What's the attention? Like, if green would have been able to focus on water, he surely would have stayed with the purple army together.
Yeah.
And then they would have been able to fight Duna's army. But now he came late, and he is focusing on his island, and now he's going to get trapped. If Duna's doing it right, yeah, beautiful trap.
Nice. Okay, so that's green out of the water, and I don't really see anything else there. Red is not on the water either. Only purple is there, and he's right now fighting 1v1 with blue. And blue should pretty much handle him okay, and once actually yellow joins with him, that's going to be it on the water, I actually think.
Yeah, and if Lancelot keeps this TC up, I'm pretty sure that we will see a GG from MCL anytime soon.
Yeah, Lancelot was doing a pretty decent job, still keeping the base alive very nicely.
Yeah.
I'm not really all that sure why he isn't at least repairing the TC with at least one wheel. That would have been worth it.
And he was repairing it, and then he put the wheels back in so they can shoot down the pikes.
Yeah, and well, green is though putting another TC to support some fire on the battlefield between those TCs there, and also a siege workshop. He might be interested in helping red actually do something. Red is kinda content with booming and doing some pikes. How about purple actually? Purple is just concentrating on water right now, but he's going to lose there. And he will be very slow to actually help his teammates on the land. And I'm kind of thinking that yellow could stop making water and actually join in the landing there. With some castle maybe or some such.
It's a safer thing to keep doing water, because on team islands, if you have the water secured and there is no landing on your own island, then basically the game is won.
And my kind of reasoning is that they should be more or less aware that the water is won for BF.
Yeah.
So he doesn't really need an extra army because he's not going to lose all that many.
Yeah, he shouldn't build any more ships. He's still building ships. Okay, he should focus on getting Imp either, or on slinging Lancelot. And Lancelot is building a castle now. I really like that. Once his castle's up, he's safe till red comes in.
Okay, and that castle should be coming up quite occasionally. Yeah, it's right there.
He will get it up.
And yeah, that's GG, and it's it. That's it. MCL recognized that they lost, and well, even though the water from the beginning looked like kinda interestingly in MCL's favor, even though Scrat was kinda very bad off on the start due to the wolf.
Yeah.
I don't think really that wolf lost them the game. It was just that they somehow couldn't capitalize on the advantage in the numbers on the water, because they were 3 versus 2 and they still lost.
Yeah, the wolves definitely had an impact, but I don't think it was game decisive, because what decided the game was that they didn't found Lancelot's dog there, and that they didn't react fast enough to his landing. They saw the landing immediately. Maybe if they would have gone with all their wills there, green would have sent, like, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 wills, and red would send some Geddes. They might be able to kill off the wills before they get the stables up. But once the stables are up and Lance is in Castle Age, it's just very hard to defend. But well played from the BF guys.
Yeah, definitely they knew what they were doing. That was a strategy from the beginning. It was no improvisation. They really went for it, and it worked out for them quite nicely.
Yeah, and strong games from Dunedain. In both games, he played really well. The Arabia, in my opinion, was like he was the decisive factor that won them the game. And on this team island, it was just a really well executed team strategy. Nice landing from Lancelot, nice hold there from J Squared against 2 guys. He protected Lancelot's fishing boats for a long time. He still has his fishing boats in the top south of their island. So yeah, that was really well played.
Looking at the post game, you can also see that actually Lancelot was the one landing, and he is having the highest number of wheelies at the same time. So he was having a pretty good game as well. And Magnata, yeah, just stuck at 42. That's kind of the reason why he was feudal just at half an hour, 30 minutes, which is pretty late. Or
Yeah,
rather,
well played,
Castle
well played.
Age. Okay, well played, and interesting result. Black Forest beat Master Grand League 2-0.
Yep.